Graham Murty said after the game on Sunday that Rangers lacked fight in that first hour, and he's challenged the players to do better. What's it been like the last few days then?
It's been a bit difficult, obviously. Anytime someone leaves, it leaves kind of uncertainty in the squad. But I think Graham stepped in and done very well. Got us together. Had a game plan going into the game. Didn't quite work out the way we wanted it to, obviously. But no, we feel good going forward.
But he said there was a lack of fight though in the first hour. Is that not worrying? Is it of the players? Is there maybe a vacuum because of the change that mentally they're not in the right place?
No, I wouldn't say so. Sometimes when you play in those type of games, it's difficult, and it might look from the outside that we lack fight. But I mean, I know my players in the squad, and it's we're all fighting out there. It's just it was a difficult game. We were losing 50-50 battles in the first half, especially all over the park, and obviously that doesn't look good. So it's something we're looking to fix for the next game and hopefully do better.
You said that the manager had a game plan. What has he tried to change, and are you guys all fully up to speed on it, given that Mark Warburton seemed to play a set way?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't change too much. He just fixed a couple things that he felt needed a little bit of clarification or structure. So it was pretty much a similar game plan. It's just he wanted to change a few things, whether it was in the midfield, defense, strikers, movement, whatever it was. So we went into it pretty much the same, but with little differences here and there. So it wasn't too confusing at all.
If Graham is going to be the man in charge for the foreseeable future, we don't know how long that is, how confident are the players in his ability to lead you to second place?
Oh, I mean, he's been tremendous since he's came in. Obviously it's a tough position for him. Anyone to step into obviously this size of a club, that kind of role, it's tough. But he's been very comfortable in his role, and I think as a team, it helps when the guy leading it is comfortable in his role. So it's been good so far. He's taken training really well, and I've enjoyed having him in charge.
What's all this been like for you personally? Because ultimately you came here to try and get football and further your career at this early stage, and now you've perhaps got all these distractions and things going on. What's that like to try and handle?
Well, for me, I'm quite young, but at the same time, I've had quite a few different managers, so I kind of know what it's like, the whole process, which is obviously from kind of bad experiences, but at the same time, it's kind of helped myself kind of adjust to knowing what it's like. So, there's a lot of other players in the squad that know the feeling as well. So we know as professionals, we just got to keep doing our job, and whoever's in charge, we have to fight for them and try to get points.
At times like this, how important is it then to be around the guys like Kenny Miller and Lee Wallace and so on?
Of course, players like that have been through a lot in their careers, good and bad. So, when you stick around them, it kind of calms you down. And obviously they work hard every day. So, and it's mainly just getting that stuff on the training pitch sorted out, and really just getting ready for the games.
It's not been the best run, Emerson, the last few games. I mean, I stand to feel there's always pressure here, but you stand to feel a bit more pressure, even more pressure.
I wouldn't say pressure. No, it's there's always pressure, like you said. So it's not more or less. It's always been the same. The fans are very close to us as a team, and we want to impress them. And it's obviously when games like that, last weekend go like that, it's not the best. And we expect that reaction if we play like that. So now we're looking to put it right this weekend.
How important is it for this club to finish second place this season?
No, it's always obviously very important. When you get a team like Rangers, and they're third's not really an option when you think about it. So it's obviously very important for us. Getting into Europe, in that kind of position is very good. So that's our goal.
And what you've seen of Graham Murty, would you like him to be the next manager, perhaps?
Well, it's not my decision, but no, he's, like I said though, he's been good since he's come in, and it's been a tough position, but he's done well.
You're going away to a team on Friday night of fighting for the survival in the league. What have you made of these away games, and are they maybe the kind of style of football? Is it tougher than you maybe thought it would be?
Well, it's away games in any league are always different. You're away from home, away from your fans, but obviously we have a huge support going to away games, so that's always helpful. Obviously, you have different conditions than Ibrox when you travel away. So, pitches might not be great, the atmosphere might be crazy, so you just got to adjust to it. And I think obviously having experienced players in the squad that have played in Scotland for many years is always helpful. And you go there kind of already getting a sense of what you're going to expect, so it's not too difficult.
How have your Bournemouth kept in touch with you at all? Eddie Howe seems like the sort of manager who would kind of regularly keep in touch with his players. Have you had any contact with them at all since you came up?
Yeah, I mean, they're I've spoken to Eddie a few times, and he's always just checking in, seeing how everything's going, and for the most part he lets me be, and understands that I'm over here with Rangers at the moment, so he doesn't want to get obviously too involved with me, but he wants to let me enjoy my football. But at the same time, it's always nice to know that they're kind of keeping up with me as a player, and hopefully I impress them.
Despite all the there's no pressure, but the changes happened and the scrutiny that's on you, are you enjoying that, the limelight, enjoying playing football regularly again?
Yeah, of course. It was difficult couple months back at Bournemouth just because I wasn't playing. That was, any footballer you ask them, they want to play. So obviously my goal here when I first came was just to kind of get into the squad as soon as I could. So I'm happy with how it's gone so far. I just want to keep it going, and overall I want the team to be successful. So I hope this Friday we can set that right after the performance we had last game.